Hey guys, so today I want to talk about 8 ways that can help you change your quality of your life. And I'm going to go through this list and I'm going to unflip each way to change your life as we go along. So let's start with how to change your life. So the first one, whoop, that is to stop chasing pleasure and to start chasing hard work. So, a lot of us are in this situation where we are constantly seeking, dopamine hit after dopamine hit. We have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have all of these addictive tools on the palm of our hands. We have it on our phone. When we turn on the computer, we have access to all these types of things. We have video games, we have movies, we have Netflix, we have all of these things, we have drugs, right? And all those things give us pleasure, right? Even sex also gives us pleasure as well. But if we stop chasing those things, if we stop chasing those pleasures, regardless of how difficult it is, if we actually have the mental willpower to stop and actually start chasing hard work instead. And what I mean by that is by chasing, you know, things that give you delayed gratification, that it takes time to achieve those results. Right? For example, could be going to the gym and trying to get stronger. Another example could be actually talking to just one girl or boy, whatever that you like, and you are taking the relationship slowly. You're not rushing into the relationship. You are reducing your time of playing video games, and instead you utilize that time to start working on a project that you like, right? You could start a YouTube channel like what I'm trying to do. You could start writing a book online as well. That takes effort. That takes time. The results don't happen right away. It takes time. It can take sometimes years. But at the end of the day, it's way more worth it rather than constantly gaining immediate pleasure. Okay, so let's flip the next one. So, next the one says, wake up early every day. By waking up early every single day, you are able to take on the day at a, less of a rushed pace. You have more time for yourself. If you are working a full-time job, that can take up a majority of your day, because by the time you're done, it could be the evening time, it could be night, and you don't have a lot of time to do your own thing. You might be really exhausted. But if you wake up really early, say an hour or two before work, you have time to prepare. You have time to make a nice breakfast for yourself. You have time to read. You have time to, enjoy a hobby that you may like. Like, if you're going to play like a video game that you like, you can play it for maybe, 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Or you can do exercise first thing in the morning because you're not in a rush. And that sets up your day for success, changes your mindset, right? You become more of a relaxed individual. You become more confident as a person because you're waking up early, and not a lot of people do that, right? So it's definitely important to do that in order to change your life, the quality of your life. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, the next one says, start lifting. Start lifting. By lifting weights, regardless if you're a boy or a girl, it does not matter. When you're lifting weights, it is obvious that you will become much healthier as an individual, right? Your immune system becomes stronger, more blood flow goes to the rest of your body. You're less prone to getting injured, right? You don't have to lift heavy weight, but you should be lifting some form of resistance. And it's very important to do that because, number one, it has a lot of mental health benefits, right? You become, you have a better mood, you have more energy, you have more focus, right? And over time, when you are going to the gym on a daily basis, or if you're working out at home on a daily basis consistently, at a certain point, you're going to start noticing results. And when that happens, you develop confidence. That's what we're trying to get to here. We're trying to develop inner confidence in ourselves, and the only way to do that is to actually put in the work, right? By putting in that physical exertion, that will help you a lot in your life, because you will feel like you have more energy, which you do. You will be in a better mood for you to tackle on the day. And that honestly changes your life when you are able to look in the mirror and look at yourself and be like, wow, I actually look good. Like, I actually work hard for this body, right? And I actually feel really good about myself. That can transition into other aspects of your life, and your life is going to start to change. You're going to become more of a, you're going to become more of a social individual. If you were very shy before, because of your anxiety or whatever you had, you'll notice you become more confident. People are going to start noticing in public, wow, this guy looks really fit. And even if they don't notice it, if you tell people, I'm going to the gym, you gain a sense of respect. You gain a sense of respect because it's not easy to go to the gym. It's not easy to lift weights. It's not easy to do that stuff. But you will gain respect from others, and people will compliment you. And a compliment goes a long way. When somebody says, wow, good job, keep it up. Oh, you're looking good. Bro, that really affects you. That affects you in a very positive way. It makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to do better. And that's what we're trying to get to here. But lifting, that's why lifting is so important. It's so important. Okay, next one. Walk every day. I don't even know if you guys can even read this because it's like mirrored from here. But yeah, walk every day. And being able to walk every day for me is so important, because I'm able to be by myself. I'm able to, be with my thoughts. I'm able to observe my surroundings. And I am, and it's a mellow form of exercise, right? And walking is the best thing. It's like anyone, if you have two legs, anyone can do it, and it feels really, really good to do, and that's what we're trying to get to have good feelings. And when you're able to walk every day, when you walk every day, you start, when you walk every day, you may come into contact with somebody, right? You may socialize with somebody for a short second. Oh, good morning, how are you? That's what you need. You need that ability to socialize with others. And by going out and going for walks, you never know what's going to happen. That's the excitement. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what animal you may see. You never know what the weather is going to be like. You don't know for sure. And that is the adventure of it. And that is the joy of it. And when you go for walks by yourself, you also develop a sense of creativity. I've noticed that about myself. I start thinking of new ideas. I started getting creative, because when I look at the clouds, when I look at the trees, when I'm talking to someone and they're talking about what happened to them, I feel inspired. There's all of these stimulants that happen when you're outside and when you go for a walk. And it's different for everyone. When you go out, everyone experiences the world differently, in a different perspective. But it's very important to go for a walk, because it makes you just happier, and it's like you never know what's going to happen, and that's what you need in your life. Okay, next one. Write down your thoughts every day. This is so important, because our mind is like a monkey mind. We're constantly jumping from one thought to another. And if we don't have an outlet to organize our thoughts, right? If we don't start writing our thoughts down, we have no clarity, we have no vision, we have no focus, we have no purpose. When you're able to write down how you feel, when you're able to write down things about what happened throughout the day, say if somebody bothered you, right? A lot of us hold a grudge inside of ourselves. Maybe the next time we see them, we're gonna attack them or something like that. We're gonna say something to them. But if we actually write down what happened, we start thinking more logically, start thinking more rationally. And it's very important to get into this habit of writing down your thoughts, because it clears your head and it makes you start making very well-informed decisions in your life without emotion, without emotion taking over. Because I think that's one of our problems in our life, is that our life is like, we're so emotional, right? To the point where we're not achieving certain things in our life because we don't have that focus, and we blame all of our situations on emotion. Oh, I'm I'm too exhausted, I'm too lazy, I'm too frustrated, I'm not good enough. You know, that person pissed me off yesterday, so I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I don't feel like doing this. But when you actually write down your thoughts, you're able to create you're able to organize your thoughts, you're able to organize your mind, you're able to suppress certain emotions that may disable you from doing certain things in your life. That's why it's important to write down your thoughts every day. Okay, so we finished the front page. Let's move on to this page, the back. So this is a very important one. I don't know if you can even read this. Be more grateful. By being more grateful, man, you just start becoming happier. You can be grateful for even the smallest things in life. You know, you can be grateful that you have eyesight, that you're able to speak, that you have internet, that you have food, that you have two legs, right? That you have so much to be blessed with, right? And in today's society, man, around the world, a lot of terrible things are happening. A lot of terrible things that even if I talk about in this video, it's going to make me really, really emotional and sad. And those people would love to be in our situation right now, you know? We may complain about so many things in our life, but the reality is we have it pretty well. We have it pretty good. We have it pretty good for ourselves in our lives right now. So we need to be more grateful. And that goes back to the previous point of writing down your thoughts. If you're able to write down what you're grateful for every single day, that also makes a significant difference in your emotions and how you think, you know, your feelings. And that will honestly, if you start doing this over time, it'll really change your life. It'll really, really change your life. Okay, next part. Learn to say no. Learn to say no in a respectful way. Learn to say no in a respectful way. So what I mean by that is, say, you know, a friend may invite you out for drinks or may invite you out to go out somewhere, right? And you know you don't want to go, right? You don't have to, you know, say it in such a rude way, right? Especially if it's your parents or if it's a family member, you know, they're telling you, "Oh, do you want to go to this social gathering? Do you want to go to this wedding? You know, let's go have dinner together." If you know that you have certain priorities that you need to do, right? And you know that if you say yes to these things is gonna disrupt that, you have all the right to say no. But you can always say, like, you know what, I appreciate the invitation, but I actually have something else I gotta work on. You don't have to be like, no, I don't want to go. You know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's the most important thing. So by developing the strength to say no, you are making more time for yourself to be more productive. You are developing self-worth, self-respect. Other people will start respecting you too because they know that you're not a pushover. They know that you're not going to say yes to everything. So if you were a yes man or a yes woman in the past, it's time to change, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we can't satisfy everyone. You know, even teachers know this. Teachers who teach 30, 40 students in the classroom, even if they're like the most popular teacher, they're the most perfect teacher, that all the majority of the students like them, I guarantee there'll be one student or one parent that will complain about that teacher, right? No one can be perfect, but it's important to not get that to your head when somebody seems disappointed because you said no. You have to get that out of your head, you know, that you can't satisfy everyone and your priorities come first. And honestly, that's going to really start to change your life. It really will. Okay, and the last point. Read. By learning how to read, not through a screen, by actually learning to read from a physical book or an ebook or something like a Kindle, you are learning knowledge and you're gaining knowledge. You're becoming smarter. And honestly, it doesn't matter what to a certain point, it doesn't matter what you read, but as long as you're reading on a daily basis, you are developing a skill. You're developing focus. You're developing comprehension. You are developing your vocabulary. You're developing all of these things that are so important for a person to have, especially when they get older. And it also reduces your chance of getting dementia because you're activating your brain, right, all the time. So And it changes your life because you learn new things. And that is the end of the video. Thank you.